Okay, here we go, January 1st, 2016. Just wanted to get a quick vlog, video, blog, whatever you want to call them. I don't usually do them, so I don't know what you call them. Just to get something to start the year off with, and possibly something to look back on and reflect on. I've just finished a very, very light upper body session. I've had like almost 5 weeks out of the gym now. I decided to take some time out to rest the left arm. We've been having some issues with pain and tendonitis in there since like late June 2015, and it's been really persistent. And you know, I've had like deep tissue, anti-inflammatories and stuff on there, and it didn't seem to be kind of clearing up. So I decided to take December out, you know, be smart, rested. Also December, I decided to have some gynecomastia surgery on the left pec. I've had a small lump there since I was 17, 18 years old. It's never really been significant enough to kind of warrant to do anything about it, you know. But when was it? There's a few pictures from like Body Power in Toronto that I kind of noticed it in the photographs, so I wasn't happy about that. So I took the step to get that removed. You know, even the surgeon said, you know, do you really feel it's necessary, because it wasn't that significant, but to me it was. So we went ahead with the surgery. Unfortunately, I ended up getting a hematoma on that side, which is always a risk with any surgery. There's always, you know, things can go wrong. Unfortunately, that happened. So I had the gynecomastia surgery on the 10th of December. The 17th of December, I had to go back in for hematoma surgery to get that evacuated. And then a few days later, the area started filling up with blood again. So I had to get some blood drawn from like syringes of blood taken out of there. But touch wood, you know, I've had to wear this nice compression vest for a couple of weeks. And touch wood, we're kind of on the mend now. So, you know, it's going to be Monday. I was hoping to start training, which was the 4th of January, which would leave me like 20 weeks to get ready for the first contest in May, end of May, Molozani Classic. You know, I'm probably going to be able to start training on Monday, but obviously I'm still not going to probably be able to train chest, which I'll see the surgeon on Monday, see what kind of guidelines he gives me. But I'll be starting on Monday regardless, obviously very light, taking it steady, and hopefully from the 16 weeks out mark, we can really start pushing it and transform myself from looking kind of like a competitive fat swimmer into a bodybuilder again. So, you know, 2016 hasn't started great. I'm not focusing on that in any kind of negative way. I just wanted to get it down here on this video. So, to be honest, so I can look back, I'm being very positive, I'm feeling very determined. I'm hoping I can look back on this video and think, hey, 20 weeks time, hey, all that shit didn't matter. You know, we did it, we got on stage, we kicked some ass, we looked how we should have looked. So 20 weeks time, I'll look back on this video and hopefully give myself a pat on the back. Also this year, March 21st is the birth of my daughter. So that's going to be the biggest thing this year. We got bodybuilding, whatever. That's, you know, I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to add a little extra challenge into the prep, but again, no journey was ever any fun without any bumps in the road. So as of now, we've got quite a few bumps in the road. But hey, I'm feeling very determined. I'm feeling very motivated. You know, mentally I'm ready. Physically, right now, my body doesn't want to play. But we've been here before. You know, we've had injuries and stuff and setbacks before. So I'm sure we'll kind of overcome it and push past it. You know, there's no other option. So for all you guys out there who maybe watching this now and having some problems or whatever, don't focus on it, man. Just black it out and keep moving forward. So when you see this video, guys, hopefully we've been on stage in Molozani, Slovakia, and we'll have kicked some ass. Stay ready. Okay, so we're here outside of Spire Hospital. This is the place where I had the chest surgery done. We're now, I think it's 12 weeks post-operation, and we're 8 weeks into contest prep. Unfortunately, the pec isn't healing so great. There's a little bit of scarring to the left of it. But the main concern right now is the tissue that the doctor had to put behind the nipple to stop it from like kind of caving in type of thing, which they do after that surgery. There basically seems to be too much tissue there, and it doesn't seem to be kind of going down and dispersing. So aesthetically, the pec, even though it isn't causing me any pain or anything, aesthetically the pec isn't where I want it to be. Basically, we're 8 weeks into prep with 12 weeks left, so you know, I'm very concerned that it's not going to look. Obviously, the leaner I'm getting, the more concern I'm getting. So we're going to go in and see the surgeon, you know, see what his kind of take on it is, see if we can, you know, work out some kind of resolution, whether he thinks it is going to heal, or, you know, my personal thoughts are, and after speaking to the massage therapist and stuff, this tissue behind the nipple isn't going to go away with any massage or, you know, even time. So you know, I'm a bit lost to kind of where we are. I want to see the surgeon, see what he has to say about it. At this point, you know, hopefully we don't have to stop the prep and look into getting some revision surgery. But you know, I'm just going to have to see what the doctor says today, or the surgeon rather. Hopefully he's very professional about the scenario. He's very compassionate about, you know, how important this is. So, you know, we'll go and see what he has to say, and we'll document that as well. But fingers crossed, you know, it's me being a little bit, you know, over concerned and a bit stressed about it. Maybe he has some words for me today that will reassure me that the pec will heal correctly. Well, let's see what he has to say. So we'll get this down on video after I've been in there, guys. Okay, we've been to see the surgeon. The next step is to have an ultrasound on the pec, on the nipple area. The surgeon even himself said he's unsure what the kind of lump mass is behind there. He said it could be some collection from the hematoma that I've had that's still sitting around there. It could be scar tissue. It could be a number of things, and he's not 100% sure. So the next step is I've got to come back next Monday morning, have an ultrasound on there to kind of determine what it actually is, and see what can be done about it. If it is, you know, collection from the hematoma, it could go away on its own. If it's scar tissue, he has spoken about going back in there and shaving it down. That was his technical term. But to be fair, I know things happen and mistakes can occur with surgery, but at this point I'm not very confident in him going back in there. So, you know, fingers crossed it is something that will go away, and the ultrasound will determine that. Other than that, if I do require more surgery, I'm looking into going to the States and seeing a doctor over there. I was speaking to a good friend of mine, a pro bodybuilder who I won't mention his name, but he had his surgery done by this guy, and he has high recommendations. So, you know, fingers crossed I don't need revision surgery, but if I do, I will be going to the States and having it done. So let's see what the ultrasound says and take it from there. Fingers crossed. Okay, quick update on the chest situation. It's the 7th of March. Yeah, 7th of March today. It's the woolly hat, it's freezing cold. We've just had an ultrasound on the chest. The ultrasound guy says he's unsure whether the mass that's there is a mixture of scar tissue and still some hematoma build up there. So it's definitely not breast tissue, which I knew that anyway. You know, the surgeon tried to say something about it could still be excess breast tissue, but I was pretty confident that wasn't it. It's very, very solid. So the ultrasound guy says, you know, in his report he's going to put down there that it is a mixture of scar tissue and hematoma residue or whatever. The good thing that he said was the good point. He says it looks like it's got a strong blood supply going to it, so it means that the body is trying to heal it. So there is still a chance that it could go away. I'm a little bit pessimistic about it because, you know, kind of what it feels like. But hey, I'm not an expert on this type of thing, so I'm just stressed about it. But the the ultrasound guy, he said, you know, give it some time. It could possibly still go away without surgery. So we're going to go back to see the surgeon next week. He didn't have time to fit me in today. So I've got an appointment for next week to see what the surgeon has to say about the scenario. So at this point, you know, there's still a chance that it could clear up or go away. So we're sitting at 11 weeks out. I'm still going to continue with the prep. I'm still going to do the diet, you know, lift the weights, do the cardio, and just try and be a robot and kind of black it out. Some good news on one front is the elbow's a lot better, touch wood. So we're managing to move some heavy weights around. So prep wise, things are going pretty good. Just the whole chest scenario, you know, if it doesn't look right, I won't get on stage. There's no way. So until next week, till we see what the surgeon has to say and gives me a full kind of breakdown on what he thinks is going to happen or hopes is going to happen, we'll take it from there. But at this point, ultrasound guy says it's a build-up of scar tissue and hematoma with a strong blood supply going to it, so it is trying to heal. He did say it's shown up on the scan that it looked very inflamed, and he's very surprised that it's not causing me a lot of pain, which, to be fair, it isn't. It's not really painful. It's just, you know, aesthetically it doesn't look right. So no pain, just it doesn't look right. He did say I might have a high pain threshold, so that's how I don't feel it, but nah, I don't think it's that. So we'll see how it goes next week when we go and see the surgeon again, and, you know, just take it from there. So for now, it's head down, press on, do what I need to do, and get the old tunnel vision on. So I'll update this blog again after we've seen the surgeon, guys. Right, okay, it's March the 14th today. We're back at Spy Hospital to discuss the ultrasound results with the surgeon. So I'm really hoping he's going to have some positive words for me today and actually find out what this stuff is behind my nipple. So I'll get in there now, guys. I'm running a little bit late because we couldn't get a parking space. So let's get in there and I'll update you what he has to say afterwards. Right, we're back from the hospital. Some positive news, I'm pleased to say. It seems the mass is hematoma. It isn't scar tissue or breast tissue or whatever. The ultrasound has shown that it is. I actually have the report here. Clinical indication: persistent left breast mass effect following surgery, complicated by hematoma, evacuated 3 months ago. So we're like 3 months post surgery now. Findings: the right breast is normal. There is a thin placoid of normal breast tissue on the left side. However, there is substantial mass effect. This measures around 10 millimeters by 27 millimeters. So again, the lump isn't small, and is regionally encapsulated hypoatic. Sorry, I'm not familiar with some of these words. Hypoatic mass lesion throughout, which can be seen coursing vessels. There is surrounding subcutaneous fat plane or edema, and these appearances are those of an organizing hematoma. There is no fluid component and no transgestion of the pectoral's major fascia. So basically there's a hematoma build up there. The surgeon is confident that he doesn't think any revision surgery is needed at this point. It's basically a matter of time and letting it heal. So we're 3 months post surgery now. We're sitting at March the 14th. It's 10 weeks out from Molozani Pro. You know, again, because of how hard this actually feels, it isn't like a soft, squishy, bloody mass like when you say hematoma. It is really, really hard and rigid. So, you know, again, I'm a little bit pessimistic that it's not going to go without kind of any intervention. But, you know, I ain't the expert, so I'm gonna go with what the surgeon says. Continue with the massage that I've been having on the area. Continue. I've been using like an ultrasound machine at home, and just keep going. I mean, and keep my fingers crossed that it's going to heal up. We've got 10 weeks. It's quite a long time. Yeah, it is good news, but I'm still a little bit apprehensive that
But again, we're going to block that out. We're going to keep doing the cardio, do the diet, train like a machine. You know, I'm pleased to say the elbow is, you know, even though it's not 100%, it's really improved. We're managing to push some poundages around. My body weight's going up, the body fat's coming down. Today I weighed myself, I was 222 pounds at 10 weeks out. So we compete about 210. So we're definitely on schedule that way. So it would be a shame if I had to pull out because of the pec. But if it doesn't look right, I will pull out. But let's be positive, you know, let's think it's going to heal. We're going to be on stage, so I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing. You know, I took some progress pictures yesterday at the 10-week out mark, which I usually do, like from the 20-week out mark, but just to track the progress every week. But, you know, with this whole scenario, you know, I didn't really want to see any pictures of the chest and stuff, and you know, I'm probably making it sound 10 times worse than it is, but I didn't want it to play with my mind. So we took some pictures yesterday. It is quite visible in some shots, you know, front lat spread and the most musculars and stuff. So, but yeah, you know, we've had some good news today, so we'll take it from there. At 10 weeks out, I'll give you an update maybe in another couple of weeks time, and hopefully this mass has started to break down even further, because it has, this past month it has broken down, you know. But whether it's this 10 weeks is enough, fingers crossed that it is, and we'll see where we're at. Just on another side note, the surgeon did mention that there is drugs that they could use to speed up the process, but basically drugs that you use in stroke patients to kind of clear blood clots and stuff. But it's not really an option that he wants to use right now, and to be fair, it's not really an option I want to use. There's obviously, you know, health risks involved with those procedures and stuff. So for now, again, we're just gonna leave it, see what time does, and deal with it later down the line, and hopefully we don't have to take any other drugs or have any other surgery. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, April 12th, quick update. We're out in Marbella, Spain to train at DY Gym Marbella. We're going to train some legs with Dorian tomorrow, get some footage for the upcoming DVD. We're going to hit some chest and stuff tonight, but you know, a little update where we are kind of prep wise and stuff. You know, we're 6 weeks out now from the Molozani Classic, Molozani Pro. Things are going pretty good as in training and conditioning and body weight. You know, the elbow's kind of holding up as long as I'm getting the physio and stuff on it. The training's been pretty good, pretty heavy. Body weight wise, I'm sitting at 218 pounds, I think I was this morning. So in that respect, I'm kind of where I need to be in, you know, leanness and everything. But again, here's the old big issue. This is the main issue, is the whole hematoma on the pec. Since the scan that I had and the report and everything, you know, I've continued with the ultrasound and the deep tissue massage and stuff, and it has broken down some. Don't get me wrong, it has come down, but it's still kind of, you know, at this point, it's not looking good. I don't want to sound all negative or anything, because, you know, if I was being negative about it, I would have gave up weeks and weeks ago. So, you know, I'm really trying to, again, to block it out and just focus on the show. But I got an email from a surgeon who I've been conversing with from the States. You know, I sent him some updated pictures and stuff, and asked for his kind of second opinion. You know, and then his kind of thoughts are the same as mine. He feels that it's probably going to need some surgical intervention to kind of get rid of this scarring or this lump or whatever. He did suggest that we could, or I could look into, obviously he's over there, I'm over here, we could look into getting some Kenalog injections in there to try and disperse it. But again, he did say, you know, unless he actually had a feel of it and you know, touched it and pressed around in there, he wouldn't be 100% sure. But from what he can see picture wise, he's not too confident. So again, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth at 6 weeks out. But again, you know, I'm going to be positive about this shit. I'm going to just, the blinkers are on. I'm out in Marbella. We're going to train legs with Dorian tomorrow, so we're going to get some kick-ass footage. You know, I'm on track regardless. You know, if the pec doesn't look right by 2 weeks out, because I think I've got to sign the contract to compete in the show at 2 weeks out. If it doesn't look right, I won't compete. You know, there's no way I'm getting up there with a pec. It actually looks like a case of like bad gynecomastia, which it actually isn't. That's the crazy thing. I know that the judges will look at that and say, look at this, she's got bad gyno, mark him down, but that isn't the case. It's actually a conformed hematoma or forming hematoma. So it's unfortunate. Again, I'm not going to keep banging on about it, but this is why I'm updating as we go, because I really, at this point, I really don't know what's happening, and it's a bit of a, I won't swear, it's a bit of a head game. You know, I'm out here packing meals in cases and stuff, and eating low carbs and doing cardio, and I've my daughter was born, like she's 4 weeks old tomorrow. You know, I've left her at home because of we're continuing with the prep and stuff. You know, the day she was born, I'm in the maternity ward eating tuna out of a Tupperware box. You know, and I'm thinking, I hope it's all going to be worth it, because I don't mind sacrificing stuff and I don't mind busting my ass, but there has to be some kind of finish line and reward at the end of it, and at the moment it's not looking good. You know, I keep saying it, but it's not looking good. So again, I'm just going to keep going. I don't know how to give up. Simple as, it doesn't enter my mindset. You know, I'll just keep going and going and going, and if it gets to the point where the hematoma isn't going to be acceptable, then we'll deal with it then. But for the moment, we're going to keep kicking ass. We're going to keep doing the cardio. We're going to keep training hard. You know, we're going to get some good footage for the DVD and just try and stay focused. So I think I've had 2 hours sleep up to now. So I'll best get some sleep, and we'll get some training done tonight, and then get the leg session in with Dorian tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, if I ever need a bit of a motivational boost, that's going to be it, you know. So we'll see how we go, guys. So I'm going to get some sleep, and we'll get another kind of update at some point. So April 12th, just under 6 weeks out. But we're on track, other than this pain in the ass or pain in the chest. Cheers, guys. Okay, it's 27th of April. It's about 9:30 p.m. Just got done with the second session of cardio. I just wanted to get a quick kind of little update as to where we are with the whole prep situation, with the chest scenario and everything. You know, you have to forgive me. I'm kind of at that phase now where the brain isn't kind of kicking in. It's taking me like 10 minutes to think of things, and anybody who competes knows the deal at this point. I've had something like 70 grams of carbs today, real low day today, with 90 minutes of cardio, so we're a bit frazzled. Anyways, like I say, this week's going to be 3 weeks out from the Molozani Pro. You know, training wise, going well. Body weight's where it needs to be. 216 this morning. Condition with air. You know, I just trained with Leroy Davis this past weekend for the DVD that we're doing. He had a look at me. You know, he thinks we've actually made some improvements from the last outing. So, you know, in that respect, it's going great. But, you know, unfortunately, pisses me off to say this, the chest, the hematoma kind of scarring, or whatever you want to call it, or tissue, although it has improved some again. You know, I've still been doing the ultrasound on it. I've still been getting deep tissue on there. It's still not looking great, I'm afraid. I mean, part of me thinks, what the fuck am I doing? I mean, pardon the language, but you know, I got a guy on this shoulder saying, "Ant, what the fuck? You know, you're 3 weeks out, and it's not going to be acceptable to get on stage." then we've got the guy on this shoulder, who's the stubborn bastard ant, who just, you know, mentally I just can't I can't give up. I don't do it, you know. I don't give up. So, you know, the chest's kind of out of my control, but the other stuff is. So I'm gonna keep going. You know, it's. I said to myself, you know, I was out to Marbella a week about 10 days ago, and I trained legs out there with Dorian. You know, he said, obviously, yeah, you're looking like ready for a show and what you're doing and stuff. And you know, I spoke about the situation with him, and he, you know, he reminded me the time when he tore his bicep at 6 weeks out from the Olympia. And he kind of said the same, you know, part of him was thinking, what the fuck, you know, what are you doing? It's impossible. And then the part of him was just kind of said, you know, hey, keep going. You never know, you know. And look what happened. He ended up winning the Olympia. So, I mean, I know it's kind of a different scenario, like injury, surgery, or whatever. But that kind of motivated me to just keep going. He said the same thing, you know, keep going. If at a week, 2 weeks out, you know it's not possible, then, you know, there's nothing more you can do. Then pull out, you know. But don't give up until then. And I kind of agree with that. So for now, you know, as negative as it sounds about the whole chest shit, I don't give a shit. You know, I'm gonna keep going. You know, I'm not eating 70 grams of carbs and doing double cardio sessions for nothing. So if we get there and it's not possible, then hey, we did all we could, and I can look back and say that, you know, I wasn't at fault type of thing. You know, I didn't give up. I didn't pussy out. I just wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror if I did that. But then again, on the other hand, on the positive side, you know, the therapist said the scar tissue is improving when she's getting like feeling in there. I mean, again, I don't really personally think it's improved much, but that's just maybe my blinkers on, and you know, I'm waffling a bit here, guys. As you see, it's slow carb day. I'm fried. So yeah, this is like 3.5 weeks out, Wednesday evening. See, just a quick update to where we are at this point. Hopefully, the next blog I do might have some more positive kind of input. But when I'm saying more positive input, you know, there's a lot of shit going on. But we've had I've had some great weeks. I see I've got some good filming for the DVD. Did some training with Leroy. Went out to Marbella to train with Dorian. We've got lots of stuff going on. We've got the guys from Max Muscle competing this weekend. So, you know, that's kind of fired me up to keep going and stuff, seeing those guys busting their ass and suffering. You know, I want to be in the trenches with them. And then the week after I've got a seminar coming up, leg training seminar at Strength Asylum with Leroy. Then the week after we've got body power. And then hopefully the week after we'll be flying out to Slovakia to do the Molozani show. So hey, let's see what happens, man. I mean, we're going to keep going. Sitting at 216. I would say I got like, you know, 5 pounds of actual body fat to lose, and that's just, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's more than doable, not a problem, you know, at this point. On the plus side, it's Wednesday, so I've got a sugar-free jelly to look forward to. That's the treat on Wednesday night, is sugar-free jelly. We've left the kind of beard and the scruffy face because the horrible cheekbones are through now, so yeah, I think I better get that tied up because I'm starting to look like a tramp. But yeah, it's sugar-free jelly night, so I'm going to get out of here and enjoy my extra 3 calories. There, guys. Right then, guys, this is the final video blog I'm going to do. It is May the 6th today. It's early morning in Max Muscle Gym before we open up. I'll usually be doing some cardio right now. I'm not going to do any cardio this morning because unfortunately the decision has been made that I won't be competing at the Molozani Pro in 2 weeks time. The scar tissue or hematoma tissue from the surgery just hasn't healed enough for me to get on stage. I don't think it would be acceptable. I wouldn't feel comfortable getting on stage with the kind of residual stuff that's left there. So I mean, we always knew this was a possibility from the start of the prep. You know, that's why we've been doing these blogs like as we go, because you know I genuinely didn't know whether I was going to be able to do the show or not. You know, I really obviously hoped I could, or I wouldn't have went through a bit like you say. We've done 18 weeks prep up to now. I'm extremely pissed off and upset about it. But you know, there ain't a whole lot I can do about it. I'm really kind of lost for words. Really, this is, like I say, this is the last one. We're not doing the show. It kind of hasn't really sunk in 100% yet. I'm sure any of you competitors will feel this. You know, if you've done 18 weeks worth of work and it's kind of not going to be displayed or whatever, or you're not going to put yourself out there, it's a bit of a weird feeling. I'm really pleased that we did cram a lot of other stuff into this kind of 4 or 5 months, you know, to keep my mind busy and stuff. And yeah, at least like something's going to come out of it. You know, if we can't compete, at least, you know, we've got some good DVD footage and some other stuff along the way. But as of today, I won't be competing. You know, again, I'm kind of in a bit of a weird place right now. I really don't know what to do from here. But we're not going to do any cardio. Just it's weird. I don't know what I'm going to do. That'll be for the first time in 18 weeks I haven't done any cardio in the morning. We're going to have a little few extra carbs today and try and relax a little bit. Because I got a seminar at the weekend with Leroy down at Strength Asylum. We've got a leg session, so it'll be pretty good to be, you know, training and not kind of in a depleted state, because for the whole DVD, all the training that we've done, I've been dieting. So you guys who diet know that the low carbs and stuff does impact your training a little. So it'll be interesting to see that when we have some food and see how we'll feel. I'm sure we'll have a kick-ass workout. But that's it, guys. I mean, I'd just like to thank everybody who sends me messages and emails and stuff for the support. All my family and friends who stick by me. You know, the guys at Max and stuff. My sponsors, been great. Sorry, I'm a little bit clamming for words right now. I didn't think I'll get like this on the vid. But we've got plenty of stuff to keep busy for now. You know, I'm still going to stay in reasonable shape. I'm not going to go all depressed and pig out and go up to like 295 pounds or anything. But you know, if I think of anything else, I'll get it down on a little blog. But the scenario now is we wait. The surgeon here is still confident that the tissue will, the residual hematoma or formed hematoma will go away on its own. It's just going to need a little more time. But again, unfortunately, we didn't have time. You know, we're nearly 5 months post-surgery now, and it still isn't aesthetically looking correct. And as of late, it's the last week or so, it's been causing me a little bit of pain. So I don't know what the situation is there. I don't know if that's a good sign that it's healing or something. But anyway, I'll be going back to see the surgeon and to discuss, you know, what's happening there. And then we'll have the other surgeon who I'm speaking to and sending pictures to, excuse me, who says he thinks it's going to need some kind of surgical intervention and revision. So regardless of whether I wanted surgery on it again or not, I have to wait. If I wanted surgery tomorrow, I couldn't have it, because you have to wait like 9 to 12 months post-surgery for everything to settle and heal and, you know, go back to normal. So it'll be a case of either we'll wait, it will disappear on its own, or if it doesn't, I'll be heading out to the USA to get it kind of rectified and sorted out. Will you see me on stage again? I hope so. You know, this year was supposed to be my last year competing as an IFBB Pro. You know, I'm coming up with 39 years old now. My daughter's just been born. You know, I don't really want to miss out on the early stuff. Well, obviously not any of the stuff, but you know, the early days are really important. She's grown up real fast already. She was 7 weeks old 2 days ago, so you know, I really do want to have another stab at pro level. But when that'll be, I really don't know. But you know, you're still going to see lots of my ugly mug around. I'm still going to be training hard and promoting the sport, and I've got other stuff lined up within the industry and stuff. So it's not the last you'll see of Ant Bales. But for now, we won't be competing in 2 weeks' time. So I'm sure the meltdown will come at some point, but at the moment we're too busy, so we just keep pushing on. Once again, thanks guys for all the support and everything. It really does mean a lot. I know a lot of people say this, oh yeah, thanks for the support. Yeah, but I really genuinely do mean it. And like I say, anything that pops up or anything, I'll maybe get some more blogs down. But the next thing is to finish the final bit of filming for 100% Nasty. We've got a back workout lined up with Ernie Taylor, blast from the past. So that'll be the next thing to look out for, guys. Back end of the year, 100% Nasty will be released. And I say all the stuff that's gone on with the whole journey of because the DVD was supposed to be the journey to my last pro contest, but you know, we have documented the whole surgery thing, and there will be some pictures on there and stuff, and I do let you know the camera guy have a look at it at some point, and so you'll see what's kind of happening on there as well, properly, rather than just the very candid blogs. But for now, guys, 100% nothing. I'll see you soon.